Alright, well, hello everyone, and welcome to the very first gameplay session and gameplay stream of the new year of 2016. DSP here. Welcome to the pre-stream. This is a very special stream, of course, because the very first thing I'm doing in 2016 is a gaming marathon stream for you. Yes, ladies and gents, as the reward, the bonus reward goal for hitting funding levels in November on my Patreon page, patreon.com/darksidephil. This is a marathon stream, and the patrons voted over the month of December 2015 on what game they would like to see me play. The options were Crash Bandicoot 3, which for a while I thought was going to win because I had played 1 and 2 during 2015. People wanted to see me kind of finish that trilogy. Banjo-Kazooie HD, and Conker's Bad Fur Day HD. And as you can see, you now know what won. I'm not too surprised. This is actually a game over the years that I have done content on YouTube that people have actually been interested in seeing me play. Now, here's the thing. Until this past summer, there was never a version of the game that was true to the original that was readily available. The original game, Conker's Bad Fur Day, was a very adult-oriented game on the Nintendo 64. Curse words, references to movies, pop culture, sexual innuendos and references. I mean, just take a look at the screen right now. Look at this girl. You can see her nipples through the frickin' shirt. That's the kind of stuff that went down in Conker's Bad Fur Day. Now, here's the thing. Since the game came out on Nintendo 64, there never really been a port of it until it was ported eventually to the original Xbox. However, this was called Conker's Bad Fur Day Reloaded, or Conker Reloaded for short. And unfortunately, what they did with this version of the game is they censored it. Can you believe that? Yeah, they took out a lot of the adult-oriented content. They actually bleeped out or replaced a lot of the adult-oriented content. So it was pretty much a nerfed version of the game. It was not true to the original. A lot of the humor and stuff from the original game was taken out, and people really didn't like that. People didn't like that at all. They were very pissed off by that. And, you know, it was funny because for a whole generation of gamers, the only way you could play the game, unless you owned the Nintendo 64 version of it, was to play this kind of watered-down version, all right? So for years, people were asking, can we get a remade version? Can we get the original game back? Can we maybe see a reboot of this series? And finally, they got their answer this past summer, August of 2015, when Rare, the company who made the game, and obviously was a longtime game developer, put together a very, very interesting HD collection of all of their basically kind of large, well-received games over the years. Whether we're talking arcade games, console games, all kinds of stuff. And they're fighting games, action games, vehicle games, sports. You know, everything you could possibly think of. And they actually ported Conker's Bad Fur Day, the original uncensored version, into this modernized collection. And it's pretty cool because not only is it the original game, but it's got modern amenities like save points and checkpoints and trophies / achievement points and all that kind of stuff. So basically they modernized the game. It's going to be the original game, but it's going to have a lot of modern additions, which is cool. So I tried out the Rare Replay collection back in August when things were pretty slow. And I really enjoyed checking out this collection for a couple days. And Conker's Bad Fur Day was one of the games that I played for I think it was about an hour maybe that I played it. So basically I've played like the tutorial of the game, and that's it, okay? And I liked it. And people were like, I really wish Phil would do a full playthrough of this game. You know, it'd be nice if he would do it. But unfortunately, with the way that things were going during that summer, I only had a few weeks left until all the new releases started hitting. And I tried to cram it as much as I could, and Conker just wasn't something that was going to fit into the schedule for 2015. So I made it, like I said, one of the options for the marathon for a reward for Patreon. The goal was hit in November, and boom! Today we're going to be doing a 6 to 7 hour stream. And just to, lay the ground rules here so everyone understands how this is going to work. I'm going to be playing starting in about maybe 10 minutes or so. We're going to start with gameplay. I may just start over from the very beginning of the game, since it has been a good 5 months since I played it. It might make more sense. That way I'm refreshed on the controls and the intro of the game and all of that, and we can go from there. Alright. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing the game, and there's going to be a few breaks, every hour or maybe 2 hours. We'll see. Whenever I have to use the restroom or when it makes a logical sense to take a quick break, maybe to get a new drink or something, I'll be breaking to do that. But for the most part, it's going to be around 6 to 7 hours of a stream here. I'll probably go to, right now, just, it's 12:22 p.m. my time, Pacific time, so I'll probably go till, say, 7:30-ish tonight. So, around 6 to 7 hours of gameplay mixed in with some breaks and stuff. That's what we're going to be doing on the agenda today. And I'll be recording all this footage, and it will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, DSPGaming. You're probably watching this on DSPGaming, but some of you might be watching on my website, thekingofhate.com, so I always throw that out there so you know. So, yeah, all this footage will be uploaded to DSPGaming. Now, I want to make this clear. This is not an ongoing playthrough. This is not the promise of an ongoing playthrough. If I play this game all day today, and I really like it, then there is the possibility that in the future, if I didn't finish it, that I may continue it and finish it. If I play this game today and I don't really like it, well, then I probably won't finish it. Alright? There's always the possibility that I might play it again on a marathon stream, or I may just stick it into my playthrough schedule. But FYI, just so that you guys know, alright, there's a lot coming up in the month of January, right? We've got Yakuza 5, which is an ongoing playthrough I'm doing. I got one more session left of Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm going to finish that up. I've got the Minecraft Story Mode Episode 4. I'm going to be doing that on Sunday. There's 2 new games that I'm going to be starting shortly. One's going to be called Undertale. Some of you might have heard of it. And the other is Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Those are both going to be playthroughs I'll be doing through the month of January. And then on January 19th, we've got Resident Evil 0. That'll be launching. That is the remake of Resident Evil 0 by Capcom, now in HD with modernized controls, much how they did Resident Evil last year. They did this with 0 now, okay? So that's going to be coming up. So there's a lot going on, all right? There's definitely a lot going on. And it's going to be a busy month, and that's why I don't want to promise all of you, oh, well, I'm going to play Conquer and finish it right away. No, I don't want to make promises that I can't keep. You know what I mean? So, in that regard, like I said, there's always the possibility, but don't expect, and this is what I mean, don't expect something that I don't say I'm going to do. Unfortunately, some people are like, well, he played it, he didn't finish it. We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't even know how long this game is. I mean, how long realistically was a Nintendo 64 platformer that was adult-oriented? I don't know. Maybe I'll beat it today. I have no clue. I've never played the game before, so I certainly can't, I can't say, how long it's going to be, how long of a playthrough, okay? So anyway, happy 2016, everyone. That's right. This is my first gameplay session of the new year. And hopefully it kind of sets a positive precedent for everything else that'll happen this year. Because there's certainly going to be a lot of changes going on in regards to my streaming methods, in regards to edited content, which I'm going to be putting a lot more out of now, vlogging, and hopefully it's going to be a good year. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm starting to work on and plan for this year that I think you're going to like. Some firsts. Some very firsts. And I certainly think that that 2016 is going to be a year of change, but a year of positive change. Things that people have wanted to see for quite some time. Things that just kind of had to happen eventually to stay with the times. That's the thing. When you have a business, you need to stay with the times. Even when you have a dedicated customer base, you have to realize if you want to keep your business afloat, that you have to also modernize yourself. And I think 2016 is going to be a year where I kind of do that, okay? I did it a few years back when I went to direct capture and live streaming, and now, 3 years later, I think it's time again to adjust a bit, okay? So cheers. I'm actually taking a sip of seltzer right now. Cheers to all of you. Happy New Year. Hopefully it's a year of positivity and renewal for you as well. And let's get this off started right, okay? All right, now I've got a few updates for everyone before we get started here. My controller turned off. That's great. Got a few updates for everyone. The first update, since, you know, oh my god, I gotta go into the game to get this to go away. There we go. Since we're talking Patreon, I'm not going to even plug Patreon or anything here. All right, I'm not. However, what I will tell you is that for the month of December, my Patreon, the time for Patreon pledging is over. It ended last night. With the old year ended the time for pledging as well. So I am hoping, I really hope that we're gonna hit the goal for December, which means that we'll be doing a Rockathon 2.0. That's right, another Rock Band 4 marathon at the end of January if we hit the goal. I am feeling confident because with the I can't really promise it, and I don't want to do that, but with the amount of people who pledged in the month of December, I think we're gonna hit the goal. And I will let you know by the end of this week, because what's going to happen is during the course of this week, those patron pledges will begin to be processed. So as they're being processed, I will get you updated on what's going on with that. And as soon as I know that we've hit the goal, I'll let you know, and we'll start making plans for when that Rockathon is going to be. Okay? So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I want to do that again. I had so much fun doing that in November. People really enjoyed it. And I definitely want to do that again. And, hey, if it happens, we hit the goal, then patrons who get the premium forum access as their perk, they're going to be nominating songs for me to sing. That's going to be pretty cool, right? That should be awesome. What else? Well, my year-end series are still in full swing, everyone. I completed the most disappointing games of 2015 a couple days ago. And last night, I began my favorite playthroughs of 2015 series, which is a much more positive series, where I talk about the games that maybe not necessarily were in my Game of the Year awards, but the games that I really enjoyed playing and sharing with everyone this past year. Not surprisingly, people don't seem too interested in that. It's pretty silly, because, because if I'm talking about positive stuff, you would think people would care. No, if I'm negative, that's when people come out to watch. It really is. So it's a lot of people are like, oh, he's starting with the most disappointing games. Yeah, because I know that's what people want to watch. I don't know what it is. It's drama or it's just negativity seems to attract people. I don't know why. But that's why I did that first. Now I'm doing the positive series, and I've got like half the viewership as when I was doing the negatives. But it's all good. Listen, it's all good. There's more coming up. It's going to go on hold for a couple days, FYI, because today I'm obviously doing this marathon. I won't have time to work on that series. Tomorrow is my day out where I have to do chores and stuff, you know, errands, go out grocery shopping and stuff. But the year-end series will continue on Sunday, okay? Sunday night, I'll be working on that again. I'll be continuing with my favorite playthroughs of the year. Next week, I'll be starting the best and worst things to happen to DSPGaming. And in addition to that, the funniest moments of the year will begin next week as well, which means this is your absolute last chance to head to the kingofhate.com forums and to vote on what you thought were the funniest moments of the year. If you head over there, you'll find right now on the forums there are 3 threads, each thread having 9 different funny moments that were fan-nominated, by the way. I want to make this clear. I didn't pick them. The fans have been nominating the funniest moments over the course of 2015. And all I did is I narrowed them down and put them up in those threads so that you could vote, okay? So, head over and vote. It's your last chance. Because about, early to mid of this coming week, I'm going to start that series. And I'm hoping to finish the Funniest Moments series by the end of the week. Which means that the second week of January will be my Game of the Year awards for 2015, okay? That'll be pretty good. And, all during that time, keep in mind, I will also be juggling ongoing playthroughs. Like I said, I'll still be playing Yakuza 5. I'm going to be finishing up with Rise of the Tomb Raider. This week in particular, on Monday, I'm going to be doing a final Assassin's Creed Syndicate stream where I return to the game to do the post-game content. That should be pretty fun. And then Undertale and Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. So tons of stuff. Alright? Tons of stuff coming up. that I know you're going to enjoy. Thank you for being here for my very first gameplay session of 2016. I do appreciate that. And it is going to start momentarily, okay? Outside of all that, don't have much else to talk about. Don't really have much else to say. I think it is time to get started with our marathon stream here. What do you think? Sound good? Ready for a 6 to 7 hour stream of Conquer? Can anyone handle that? All right. Well, I'm certainly ready. Excuse me. Alrighty. Let me get my headphones on here, and we're going to begin. Now, the one thing I'll say, as I always say when we start a new game, I'm not sure about the volume levels. I don't remember if this rare replay collection was really loud or whatever. So we'll mess with that a little bit. We'll get everything adjusted, and then we'll get started with our playthrough. And that's it. I'll end the pre-stream with this. Thank you, everyone, for a great 2015. Right? It was a great year. There was much improvement. And overall, I really had a lot of fun. Very happy to still be doing what I love as a job. And let's start 2016 with a strong, positive bang with Conquer. Sound good? Alrighty then. Alright. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And let us begin with Conquer's Bad Fur Day. Very nice.